Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle, battling constant pressures from the outside world and your own mind? Does it seem like no matter how hard you try, the forces around you are pushing you down instead of lifting you up? Today, we're going to change all of that. We're going to dive into how you can break free from those forces, both external and internal, and reclaim the power that's been within you all along. This isn't just a pep talk. It's a call to action. It's a roadmap for you to move from being stuck to truly thriving. By the end of this, you'll have the mindset, the tools, and the understanding to take control and create the life you deserve. Stay with me, because everything you need to change your future is within your reach. The world we live in is full of pressures that try to keep you small. Society has its expectations, its standards, its idea of who you should be, and it pushes that idea onto you, telling you how you should act, what you should look like, what you should want. Have you ever felt like the world is setting limits for you? It's almost like everyone around you is telling you who you're supposed to be and how far you can go. This pressure comes from every direction: media, culture, even your own social circles. But here's the truth: it's all a system designed to keep you from embracing your individuality, your uniqueness, and your full potential. It's a system that wants you to conform, because when you do, you're easier to control. But here's the real problem: this isn't just about the external forces that want to hold you back. The biggest force keeping you weak is the one inside your own mind. It's your self-doubt. It's the fear that tells you you're not good enough, or that you're not worthy of success. It's that inner voice whispering, "You're not ready yet," or "What if you fail?" Let me tell you something. It's not the world that's holding you back. It's your fear of stepping up, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears keep you locked in your comfort zone, keeping you from even trying to take that first step. But that voice, it's not you, and it's not the truth. It's just a lie designed to keep you weak, stuck, and complacent. The moment you decide to stop blaming everything around you and take full responsibility for your life is the moment everything changes. No more excuses. No more playing the victim. You've been conditioned to think you don't have the power, but that's just a lie. The truth is, you've always had the power to shift your mindset, to shift your life. The moment you stop waiting for things to change and start making the change happen, that's when your life will transform. If you're feeling stuck right now, it's because your mind is focused on the wrong things. You're allowing negative thoughts and fears to dominate your headspace. But here's the thing: your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it grows. If you plant doubt, you'll grow fear. If you plant confidence, you'll grow strength. The key to unlocking your true power is becoming self-aware and learning how to control your thoughts. This is where it starts. When you learn to control your mind, you control your life. But it's not easy. It takes time. It takes work. But it's worth it, and you can do it. True strength isn't about never feeling weak. It's about pushing through those weak moments, taking consistent action, and refusing to quit. Resilience is built through action, through facing challenges head-on, and doing what needs to be done even when it feels impossible. The secret to building true strength is simple. Don't give up, no matter what. Every challenge, every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. You don't find your strength by staying safe. You find it by stepping into the unknown and showing up over and over again. If you want to grow, you've got to step out of your comfort zone. And that means doing things that scare you, things that challenge you. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Comfort keeps you weak. It keeps you stuck. It's easy to stay in the familiar, but nothing changes in the familiar. Growth happens in the discomfort. If you want to break through, you've got to push yourself into the unknown, where the magic happens. Imagine what your life would look like if you chose courage over comfort, just for today. Imagine what you could accomplish. You're capable of far more than you give yourself credit for. But what's holding you back? Fear? Doubt? The belief that you can't succeed? These are just roadblocks, temporary hurdles in your path. And you know what? You've faced roadblocks before, and you've overcome them. The only difference now is that you need to stop seeing resistance as a sign to quit. Resistance is the signal that you're on the right path. So ask yourself, what would happen if you chose courage today? What if you took action? Even just one small step towards something you've been putting off. You'd be amazed at how that one step can change everything. Failure, it's part of the process. It's not a dead end. It's a lesson. It's a stepping stone. When you fall, you get back up and keep going. Failure doesn't define you. Your actions, your mindset, your persistence, that's what defines you. Failure is a part of the journey, not the end of it. If you let it stop you, you're giving up on yourself. But if you keep pushing forward, you're choosing growth. And that's where success lies. Clarity is power. If you want to take control of your life, you need to get clear about what you want. And not just vague goals, specific, actionable goals. A dream without a plan is just a wish. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want to achieve? Write it down. Break it down. Structure your goals in a way that's measurable and achievable. The clearer you are about what you want, the easier it becomes to take action toward it. Your goals become your roadmap. And once you know where you're going, it's all about taking one step after another until you get there. But having clear goals is only part of the equation. You also need an action plan. It's not enough to just dream about what you want. You've got to turn that dream into a series of achievable steps. So what's the first step you can take right now to get closer to your goals? It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be something that gets the ball rolling. Because once you take that first step, you'll gain momentum. And once you gain momentum, there's no stopping you. And let's talk about procrastination for a second. Procrastination steals your potential. It robs you of your future. If you're serious about taking back control, you need to stop putting things off. If there's something you've been avoiding, do it now. Take action. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. So make the decision to act today. Don't wait for the perfect time because it doesn't exist. Now is the perfect time to make a move. Willpower is not something you're born with. It's a skill. And just like any skill, you can strengthen it over time. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. It's not a finite resource, it's a muscle. And the more you exercise it, the better you get at it. But here's the thing, willpower alone isn't enough. It's about consistency. Small habits done consistently add up to massive results. Think of it like compound interest in a bank account. The more you deposit, the more it grows. That's how small habits work. Every small action you take today compounds into something huge over time. Consistency beats motivation every time. Motivation will come and go, but discipline sticks around. It keeps you going when the excitement fades. It's what makes you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. So develop discipline. It will be the difference between where you are now and where you want to be. You can't do this alone. Success isn't a solo journey. It's about the people you surround yourself with. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're not where you want to be, take a look at who's in your circle. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? The right people will inspire you, challenge you, and help you grow. But the wrong people will drain your energy and limit your potential. Surround yourself with winners. Find people who are where you want to be and learn from them. Your circle is everything. Mentorship is also crucial. Find someone who's already walked the path you want to take and learn from them. They've been where you are. They know the challenges, the struggles, and the strategies that work. They can fast-track your success. So who can you learn from? Who can you turn to for guidance and wisdom? Don't try to figure everything out on your own. Tap into the knowledge of those who've already paved the way. And don't forget the power of community. There's strength in numbers. You don't have to go it alone. Find your tribe. A supportive community will lift you up, help you stay accountable, and encourage you when you feel like giving up. Together, you're unstoppable. You're not meant to just survive, you're meant to thrive. The shift from merely getting by to living a life of purpose and passion is huge. It's the difference between going through the motions and truly living. You're capable of far more than just surviving. You're meant to live with purpose. You're meant to create, to contribute, to make a difference. When you embrace your true potential, that's when you'll experience true freedom and fulfillment. Your potential is limitless. It's like an ocean, vast, deep, and full of possibility. But it's up to you to tap into it. You have everything you need to create the life you desire. The only thing standing in your way is your willingness to take the first step. The choice is yours. Live with purpose, live with passion, and leave a legacy. It's time to take back control. No one can do it for you, and no one is coming to save you. The power is already within you. Now is the time to unlock it. The world will try to hold you back, but if you take one step every day toward the life you deserve, you'll look back one day and realize how far you've come. Don't let them make you weak. Take back control and become unstoppable. You've waited long enough, now is your time. Have you ever felt like something is holding you back, keeping you small, or stuck in a place that doesn't feel right? Are you frustrated by the constant pressure to conform, to fit into boxes that aren't yours? What if I told you that the very forces that seem to be keeping you down are also the ones that, when you understand them, can be the key to your breakthrough? Today is not just another day. Today is your moment to break free. I'm here to show you how to reclaim control. Challenge the forces working against you, and step into the person you were meant to be. This is not some vague motivational fluff. I'll give you practical, actionable insights that will shift your mindset, shift your actions, and shift your life. Stick with me because the path to freedom begins right now. The reality is there are forces at play, both external and internal, that want to keep you weak, distracted, and small. Let's start with the world around you. Society is built on conformity. From the moment you step into this world, you are pushed toward fitting in. You're told to follow the rules, stick to the script, and play it safe. Why? Because when you stand out, you disrupt the system. And they don't want that. They want you to blend in, to stay in line. But let me tell you something, true success, real achievement, is never found by playing small. It's found when you take the road less traveled, when you step outside of the crowd and let your uniqueness shine. Think about it. How many times have you felt like the world was setting limits for you, telling you who you should be and how you should act? The reality is those limits are just illusions designed to keep you small. The media plays its part in this too. It constantly bombards you with unrealistic standards, trying to convince you that if you don't look a certain way, act a certain way, or have a certain lifestyle, you're not enough. How many times have you scrolled through your feed and felt less than unworthy or like you didn't measure up? Let me make something clear. The media isn't a reflection of reality. It's a tool used to keep you distracted, insecure, and weak. It keeps you focused on what's wrong with you, rather than what's right. Now let's talk about something that's often even more insidious, the system. There are social, corporate, and political forces that benefit when you remain small, quiet, and obedient. These systems thrive on your compliance. They thrive when you're too afraid to speak up, too afraid to step out of line, too afraid to take risks. They want you to stay controlled. But here's the truth, when you break free from that control, you disrupt the whole game. You step into your power and you begin to realize that the world around you is not working to your advantage, it's working to keep you down. But you have the ability to change that, you have the ability to rise. But it's not just the outside world that keeps you weak, it's the enemy within. Your own doubts, fears, and insecurities are the silent saboteurs that hold you back. Let's talk about your inner voice for a second. That little voice that whispers all the things you can't do, all the reasons you'll fail, all the ways you're not good enough. Negative self-talk is like a heavy anchor dragging you to the bottom of the ocean. And here's the thing, you have the key to lift that anchor. You don't have to be held down by it. The more you allow yourself to listen to that voice, the more you're locked into a cycle of self-doubt and fear. It's a cycle that grows stronger every time you listen and every time you don't take action. What's worse, trying and failing or never trying at all. Fear of failure is one of the greatest illusions you'll ever face. It's not failure that stops you, it's the fear of it. You're so afraid of falling short that you don't even try. But let me tell you this, failure is not the end. Failure is a lesson. It's a necessary part of the process. Every successful person has failed many times, but it's in those failures that they found the strength to keep going, to learn, and to eventually succeed. Don't fear failure, fear the regret of never trying. And then there's fear of rejection. How many times have you hesitated, held back, or stayed silent because you were afraid of what others might think? You're afraid of being judged, of being told no, of being rejected. But let me tell you something, rejection isn't personal. It's a stepping stone. It's a test of your resilience. Every time you face rejection, you get one step closer to success. It's part of the journey. So ask yourself, what would you achieve if you stopped fearing rejection and started embracing it as part of your growth? What would happen if you stepped forward despite the fear? The truth is, you are your own biggest obstacle. The world around you can try to hold you back, but it's your own self-doubt, fear, and negative thoughts that keep you in chains. But you have the power to break free. You have the ability to control your thoughts, to shift your mindset, and to take action despite the fear. The first step is realizing that it's not the world holding you back, it's the fear of stepping up. And the moment you decide to take control, everything begins to change. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, repeating the same mistakes, dealing with the same struggles, wondering if things will ever change? Are you ready to stop waiting for things to get better and take control of your own life? It's time for a shift. Today I'm going to show you how to break free from the patterns that are holding you back and step into a future where you are the one who shapes your destiny. This isn't about empty promises. This is about real change, real power. I'm going to give you the tools to take control, change your mindset, and overcome any obstacle in your way. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, listen closely, because everything you need to break free is already within you. The first step in taking control of your life is realizing that the power has always been in your hands. It's all about shifting from a victim mentality to a victor mentality. You've been told, whether directly or indirectly, that life is something that happens to you and that your circumstances define who you are. But here's the truth. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond. You have the ability to choose how you react to every challenge, every setback, and every obstacle that comes your way. When you own your circumstances, you stop being a passive participant in your own life. You take charge of your story. You no longer let your situation define who you are. You define who you are in spite of your situation. Let me ask you this. How long are you going to let your circumstances define who you are? How long are you going to let the setbacks and failures stop you from moving forward? It's time to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as barriers, start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Every struggle you face is a chance to build resilience, to become stronger, to grow. Successful people don't avoid challenges, they embrace them. They know that true success is not found in comfort, it's found in the fire of adversity. If you look at the most successful individuals, you'll see that they didn't get to where they are by avoiding pain. They got there by leaning into it, using every challenge as a stepping stone toward their goals. Now let's talk about mental toughness. It's one thing to talk about resilience, but it's another to live it. The never give up attitude isn't something you're born with, it's something you create. It's the belief that no matter what happens, you will push forward. No matter how tough it gets, you will stand tall. Strength is built in the struggle, not when things are easy. So let me ask you this. Are you willing to fight when the going gets tough, or will you fold under pressure? The key to developing resilience is choosing to fight even when you're exhausted, when it feels easier to quit, when everything inside you is telling you to give up. The most successful people aren't the ones who never face failure. They are the ones who choose to keep going even when the odds are against them. One of the most powerful ways to train your mind is through visualization and affirmations. Visualization allows you to see your success before it happens, to imagine yourself achieving your goals, and to feel the emotions that come with success. Affirmations are another tool that rewires your brain for positivity and success. They reinforce the belief that you are capable, that you have what it takes. Think of your mind like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you visualize success or speak positive affirmations, you're strengthening your belief in yourself. You're conditioning your mind to focus on what's possible, not what's impossible. Now here's a crucial point. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. You don't need to have it all figured out. The key is to keep moving forward, no matter how small the steps are. Every victory, no matter how small, is still a victory. Celebrate those small wins. They add up over time, and they give you the momentum to keep pushing forward. If you keep focusing on the big picture, you might feel overwhelmed. But if you focus on the next small step in front of you, you'll find that success is a lot closer than you think. Finally, let's talk about consistency. So many people want big results, but they want them fast. They expect that one big push will get them there. But the truth is, success doesn't come from one massive effort. It comes from consistent, disciplined actions over time. The key to long-term success is small, steady, daily actions. Think of the story of the tortoise and the hare. It wasn't the fastest that won the race, it was the one who kept moving, no matter how slow, no matter how many obstacles they encountered. The race is won not by speed, but by staying on course, day in and day out. If you want to succeed, you have to be willing to show up every day, put in the work, and trust that the results will come. Consistency is your greatest ally. When you take control of your life, you're not just changing your mindset, you're changing the entire trajectory of your future. It's in your hands, every single day. If you make the choice to shift from victim to victor, to build mental toughness, and to commit to consistent effort, nothing can stop you. The question is, are you ready to take control? Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, moving in circles and watching opportunities pass by without ever reaching your full potential? Have you convinced yourself that you're comfortable, that everything is just fine, and that change is too risky? Let me tell you something. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. You can either keep playing it safe, sticking to what's familiar and easy, or you can break free from your self-imposed prison and start living the life you've always dreamed of. In this speech, I'm going to show you how to overcome resistance, stop settling for mediocrity, and push yourself beyond what you think is possible. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you need to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The moment is now. It's time to rise up and take control. Let's talk about your comfort zone. It feels nice, doesn't it? Familiar, safe, and free of surprises. But here's the truth. Comfort keeps you stuck in weakness. It lures you into thinking you're doing well, but all it's really doing is holding you back. Think about it. How many opportunities have you let slip by because you're too comfortable? The truth is, comfort is the enemy of growth. You'll never know how strong you are if you stay in your bubble. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you're choosing stagnation over progress. The moment you accept mediocrity, you stop growing. Don't let complacency steal your future. Settling for good enough means you're missing out on your true potential. Remember, your comfort zone is like quicksand. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink. Every moment you stay comfortable, you're sinking further away from greatness. Break free from that trap. The world outside your comfort zone is where real growth happens. Now let's talk about resistance. The resistance you feel is not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you're on the verge of something amazing. When you push against resistance, you grow. It's the hardest part of any change, but it's also the most rewarding. Think about it. What's the point of being comfortable if you're not growing? Every time you feel resistance, it's a sign that you are about to break through to the next level of your life. But here's the kicker. The hardest part is always the beginning. The first step is always the toughest, but it's also the most important. It's like breaking down a wall that's been holding you back for years. Once you push through that initial discomfort, everything becomes easier. So ask yourself, what will it cost you if you don't make the change today? What are you losing by staying stuck? Every day that you stay in your comfort zone, you're paying the price of missed potential. It's time to start making changes. You have everything you need to get started right now. Don't wait another second. Finally, let's talk about failure. Failure is not the end, it's just the beginning of your comeback. Everyone faces setbacks, but it's not the setbacks that define you. It's how you rise from them. Failure is simply feedback. It's telling you what didn't work so that you can try something different, something better. Think about the people you admire the most. The world's most successful figures didn't get there without failure. They failed, they got back up, and they kept going. The truth is, your greatest successes often come after your biggest failures. Every setback is a lesson in resilience. So when you fail, and you will, don't see it as a reason to quit. See it as the fuel for your next success. You are defined by your comebacks, not by your failures. Remember, you can keep playing it safe, staying in your comfort zone and resisting change. But if you want to succeed, you must break through those barriers. Today is the day you take that first step. Don't let fear hold you back. Your comeback starts now. Have you ever found yourself dreaming of success, but not taking the action necessary to achieve it? Do you wake up every day with goals that you never quite seem to get around to? Here's the hard truth. You're never going to reach your full potential if you don't take massive action. Today we're going to talk about how to break that cycle of inaction, how to set goals that matter, and how to build a plan that transforms those goals into reality. But remember, it's not enough to just wish for success. You must take action. No more waiting, no more hoping. It's time to roll up your sleeves and make things happen. The moment you take that first step is the moment you start to take back control. The first step in taking massive action is getting clear about what you want. You can't hit a target you can't see. So ask yourself, do you know where you're heading? Or are you just hoping for the best? It's easy to wander through life with no clear direction, but this isn't the way to success. You must know exactly what you want, and more importantly, why you want it. Your why is the fuel that drives you when times get tough. It's your deeper reason for pushing forward when everything feels like it's falling apart. So dig deep. What's your whys? Once you know that, you'll have an unshakable sense of purpose. Then it's time to set goals. Write them down. Break them into smaller steps. Focus on specific measurable actions and make them time-bound. Setting SMART goals is crucial. When you know exactly what you need to do, and when you need to do it, your path becomes much clearer. This isn't about vague dreams. This is about clear, actionable steps that you can measure, track, and hold yourself accountable for. Get ready, because clarity is your foundation for success. Once you know your goals, the next step is creating an action plan. Without a plan, your goals are just wishes. A plan turns your dreams into reality. But here's the thing, don't just dream. Are you actively working towards your goals, or are you waiting for the stars to align? Breaking your goals into achievable steps is essential. You don't climb a mountain in one leap, you take it one step at a time. Start by breaking down long-term goals into smaller daily, weekly, and monthly tasks. This makes the journey less overwhelming and more achievable. Then, manage your time wisely. Scheduling and time blocking will keep you on track. Prioritize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Time is your most valuable asset, so don't waste it. You need to dedicate focused blocks of time to working on your goals. Every hour spent focused on your goals is an hour closer to achieving them. Your plan is the roadmap, and it's up to you to follow it every single day. Now let's talk about the silent dream killer, procrastination. It's the enemy of action, and if you don't defeat it, it will keep you stuck. Every time you delay, you fall further behind. The truth is, procrastination is not just a bad habit, it's the reason you're not where you want to be. The key to overcoming procrastination is simple. Start. It sounds too easy, but it works. The hardest part is always taking that first step. Once you start, momentum kicks in. Use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll work for just 5 minutes. It's enough to break the inertia. The act of starting gets you in motion, and before you know it, you'll be working through the task with full focus. And always remember, just start. That's the key to defeating procrastination. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. So take that first step, and once you do, the rest will follow. The time to act is now. No more waiting, no more excuses. Take control of your future, set clear goals, create your action plan, and eliminate procrastination. Your dreams are within reach, but only if you act. Have you ever set out with big goals, only to find yourself stuck halfway, wondering why you can't keep pushing? Have you ever thought, I just don't have the willpower to keep going? Here's the truth. Willpower and self-discipline are the keys to success. And they aren't things you're born with. They're things you can build, train, and develop over time. If you've ever felt like giving up, I need you to listen closely. This speech is for you. Together, we're going to explore how you can strengthen your willpower, build unstoppable self-discipline, and finally achieve the success you've been chasing. But remember, it's not just about motivation, it's about making small, consistent efforts that compound over time. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you'll have the tools to power through anything that comes your way. Let's start by understanding willpower. It's easy to think of willpower as an unlimited resource, something you either have or you don't. But here's the reality, willpower is like a muscle. It's not limitless. It gets fatigued, and it can be strengthened with practice. If you want to achieve anything meaningful, you need willpower to make decisions and stay on course. It's what helps you resist distractions, push past comfort zones, and keep going when the road gets tough. Now let me ask you, are you ready to turn your willpower into your secret weapon? This isn't just about getting through the next hour or the next day, this is about shaping your future, one decision at a time. Building willpower doesn't happen overnight, but it can be trained. Start by practicing mindfulness, where you focus on the present moment and train your mind to avoid distractions. Mental rehearsals also work wonders. Visualize yourself achieving your goals and making the tough decisions that lead to success. And don't forget the importance of focus. If you can train your focus, your willpower will grow stronger. Make small, consistent decisions every day that push you forward. Willpower is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens. But if you practice every day, it becomes stronger and stronger, and so do you. Now let's talk about self-discipline. If willpower is your muscle, self-discipline is your game plan. The truth is, your habits shape your future more than anything else. If you want to live a powerful life, you must start by creating powerful habits. Your habits are what you do automatically without thinking. They're the actions that define you. And the good news is you have the power to change them. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Break it down into tiny, manageable steps. And over time, these small actions will compound into big results. One of the best ways to build new habits is by using the principle of habit stacking. This is where you add a new habit on top of an existing one. For example, if you already drink coffee in the morning, use that time to practice gratitude, visualize your goals, or work on a personal development task. By stacking habits, you integrate positive actions into your routine without feeling overwhelmed. Remember, the key to self-discipline isn't trying to be perfect. It's being consistent. If you can stick to a small habit every day, it will gradually lead to bigger and more powerful changes in your life. Let me tell you something. Motivation will fail you. It always does. The reason so many people fail to achieve their goals isn't because they lack motivation. It's because they lack the self-discipline to keep going when motivation fades. The moment you feel like quitting is often the moment you're closest to success. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in your life has come after a challenge, after a moment of struggle. Every great achievement you see around you has a story of perseverance behind it. So when things get hard, and they will, don't quit. Push through. Turn obstacles into opportunities. The hardest moments are often the very tests you need to pass to get to the next level. You've been through tough times before, and you've made it out stronger. So when you face difficulty, ask yourself this: what if this struggle is just the beginning of my greatest achievement? Every challenge is just another stepping stone on your path to success. Keep going, because you are capable of more than you realize. If you build your willpower, create powerful habits, and stay committed no matter what, you will achieve the success you desire. The key is to stop waiting for motivation to strike. Instead, develop the discipline to keep going, even when things get tough. Your future is shaped by what you do today, so take action now, and strengthen the willpower and self-discipline that will carry you through every challenge life throws your way. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but not seeing the results you expect? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to rise so effortlessly while you're stuck in a cycle of frustration? Here's the reality. Your success isn't just about your skills, your hard work, or your dreams. It's about the people you surround yourself with. The circle you keep plays a huge role in shaping who you are and where you're headed. Today, I'm going to show you how the right community and support can push you forward, elevate your potential, and help you break through the barriers that hold you back. This isn't about just having friends. It's about having the right people around you who challenge, motivate, and hold you accountable. I'm going to help you build a support system that works for you. Are you ready? Because once you understand the power of your circle, everything changes. Look, the people you spend your time with directly impact who you are and what you achieve. If you're surrounded by people who drag you down or stay stuck in their own negative mindsets, it's going to be hard for you to rise above. It's as simple as this: you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to be a winner, surround yourself with winners. If you want to be a go-getter, find other go-getters. Your circle influences your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your results. This isn't a judgment, this is a fact. Ask yourself this: are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, or are you hanging around those who hold you back? You need to take a hard look at your relationships. If you're constantly around people who don't believe in your dreams, who are content with mediocrity, or who want to stay in the same place, it's time for a change. If you keep hearing negativity, excuses, and doubt, those voices will start to drown out your own ambition, and that's dangerous. But there's good news: you can change your circle. You can start seeking out the kind of people who elevate you, who challenge you to grow, who inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Find your tribe. Your tribe is a group of like-minded individuals who are on the same journey, who push you to level up and who celebrate your progress along the way. These are the people who make you better just by being around them. So how do you find your tribe? Start by showing up to the places where these people are. Seek out communities, groups, and spaces where growth, positivity, and support are the norms. Build a network that aligns with your goals. It's time to stop settling for the wrong people and start seeking those who will help you soar. Mentorship is another game changer. If you really want to fast-track your success, you need to learn from people who have already been where you want to go. Mentorship is a shortcut, a direct path to wisdom and knowledge. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Success leaves clues. Look around and find someone who's achieved what you want to achieve. Someone who has walked the path before you. Their journey isn't just their own, it's a map for you to follow. They've made the mistakes, faced the challenges, and learned the lessons you can skip over if you just learn from them. Mentorship accelerates your growth. It provides clarity, direction, and encouragement. Mentors offer feedback that you can't get from books or podcasts. They know what works and what doesn't. They've seen the pitfalls and the breakthroughs. And when you find the right mentor, they're going to help you avoid costly mistakes and keep you on track toward your goals. But here's the thing, you have to be proactive. Don't wait for a mentor to come knocking on your door. You have to go out and find them. Approach people who inspire you, who are doing the things you want to do. Be genuine and let them know you respect their journey. Offer something of value in return, whether that's your time, your energy, or your skills. Build a relationship that's mutually beneficial, and don't just seek advice when things are tough. Stay connected through the ups and downs. And here's something most people miss. You don't just need to learn from someone's successes. Study their failures. Understand the mistakes they made so you don't have to make them yourself. Failures hold valuable lessons that can save you years of trial and error. Success isn't just about knowing what works, it's about avoiding what doesn't. So take the time to learn from those who have walked the road before you, and make their wisdom your own. You are not meant to do this alone. The people you surround yourself with will either pull you up or drag you down. Don't waste your time with those who don't believe in your dreams. Find your tribe, those who inspire you to be better, those who challenge you to go further. And don't just seek success from within yourself. Find mentors who have already walked the path you want to take. They will help guide you, teach you, and save you from unnecessary setbacks. The power of community and support is real, and when you tap into it, you'll unlock a level of success that you never thought possible. The choice is yours. Take action and build your circle today. Have you ever felt like you're just getting by, waking up every day and going through the motions but never truly feeling alive? Have you wondered why some people seem to be living fully while you're stuck in survival mode, waiting for something to change? Let me tell you something. It's time to shift gears. Today I'm going to show you how to stop merely surviving and start truly living. This isn't about waiting for a big break. This is about taking control of your life, your choices, and your future. You're not here by accident. There's power in you, and it's time you fully embraced it. I'm going to walk you through practical steps that will help you break free from the cycle of just getting by, so you can begin living with purpose and passion. The change you're looking for starts now, and it begins with a decision. Let's dive in. You might feel like you're just getting by. Every day feels like a repeat of the last. You wake up, you work, you go to bed, and you repeat. But here's the truth. Simply existing isn't enough. When you're in survival mode, you're just reacting to life. You're going through the motions without thinking about where you're going or what you really want. But what if I told you that you have the power to break out of this cycle? The moment you take control, you shift from surviving to truly living. A life of purpose, of passion, and of fulfillment is within your grasp. The first step to shifting from survival mode is recognizing that you're in it. Are you just going through the motions, or are you truly making decisions that align with the life you want to create? Take a hard look at your life. What areas are you simply surviving in? Your work, your relationships, your health? When you realize where you're stuck, you can begin to make a change. And that change starts with reclaiming control over your time, your choices, and your actions. Don't let life happen to you, make life happen for you. This shift is about purpose. Purpose is the fuel that powers your journey. When you have a reason to get up every day, it changes everything. Your actions are no longer driven by obligation or survival, but by a deep sense of meaning. So how do you find this purpose? Start by asking yourself, what makes you feel alive? What's the thing that stirs your heart, excites you, and fills you with energy? Identifying your purpose is the first step in creating a life that's not just about surviving, but thriving. Now let's talk about your potential. What if I told you that you are sitting on a gold mine of possibilities and you haven't even scratched the surface? Most people limit themselves without even realizing it. They think their potential is fixed, that they can only go so far. But let me tell you this, your potential is limitless. There are no boundaries to what you can achieve unless you let fear and doubt hold you back. You're not here by accident. You're here because you have a unique purpose, a unique gift, and a unique calling. Don't let anyone, especially yourself, convince you otherwise. The biggest obstacle you'll face on the path to unlocking your potential is self-doubt. It's natural to feel fear, but what matters is how you respond to it. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? You have to become your own biggest cheerleader. Every day, take steps to silence the doubts in your mind. Shift from fear to boldness. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because it will never come. Instead, take action now, no matter how small the step. Each step builds confidence, and that confidence builds momentum. One of the most powerful ways to step into your greatness is to take daily actions that align with your highest self. Focus on small wins. If you want to be a writer, write a sentence today. If you want to be healthier, take a walk around the block. These small actions compound, and over time, they'll transform you into the person you need to be to live your best life. So, what's one thing you can do today to take a step toward your greatness? Take that step and never look back. The power to change your life has always been within you. No one can do it for you. No one is coming to save you. The only person who has the ability to transform your life is you. And here's the hard truth. You have to claim that power. You have to decide that you're done with being held back by external forces. Whether it's the opinions of others, the challenges of life, or the limitations you've set for yourself. The world will try to hold you back. Life will throw obstacles in your way. But if you take one step every single day toward the life you deserve, you will look back one day and see how far you've come. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today, so start making those choices with intention. Right now, I challenge you to take one small action. One thing that will move you closer to the life you want to live. Don't wait, don't overthink it, just take that step. Break your goals down into bite-sized actions. If you want to run a marathon, start by running a mile. If you want to start a business, make a plan today. Each action, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. The power has always been within you. It's time to take it back.